이 위대한 구원. 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드리는 이 시간, 담당의 Darin Pantley 형제입니다.
Greetings. This is Darin Pantley from Crosspoint Bible Church. Jesus once shared the parables of the hidden treasure and the pearl. He said, "The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then, in his joy, went and sold all he had and bought that field." Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it. These are very short stories. It's basically, here's the situation, here's what happened, and now the story is over, twice in a row. But we can still clearly see the kingdom of heaven, whatever that is, has great value. Let's take a closer look at the first story. A man is in a field and found some treasure. Who is he? And why is he there? We know it's not his field, or at least it wasn't until he bought it. Was he trespassing on someone else's land? Was he a farm worker tending to the crops? We don't even know what season it was. Maybe nothing was growing. It could have been empty land. And it could have been his first time in the field. Or it could have been a place where he spent all his time, all day, every day. Maybe one day he just happened to dig a few inches below the surface and found something that everyone else missed. If he was an honest man, he would have told the owner of the field about the treasure. But he didn't do that. He actually hid the treasure and then bought the field. So he didn't follow all the rules. He didn't live a perfect life. He wasn't a great role model for the kids in the village. Do you remember the time when a rich young ruler asked Jesus a question? The ruler said, "Good teacher, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?" Jesus told him, "Sell what you have and give to the poor." And the man went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Compare that to the man in our parable. It says, in his joy, went away and sold all he had. We could say, maybe he didn't have much. The rich ruler was unhappy to lose his great wealth, but maybe this man in the field wasn't really losing so much. But can we really say that? From his perspective, he was still losing everything. He had to sell everything. And clearly his possessions were worth something, because he was able to buy the field. The rich man was told to sell everything, but he didn't want to do it. The man in the field gladly, with joy, decided all by himself to sell everything. Now, let's not forget the other man in the second parable, the merchant looking for pearls. He was also looking for treasure, but that was his job. No one would fault him for that. A perfectly honorable profession. It doesn't mention if he was overjoyed to find it, but we can assume he understood the value because he sold everything he had and bought it, just like the man in the field. So we end up with two men who took different paths to get to the same conclusion. In the end, the value of the treasure didn't depend on them. It was valuable all by itself. And they couldn't claim it without giving up everything. But they both did it without hesitation, because they understood its value. It's sad how the rich young ruler didn't have the same clarity. He didn't understand the value of the kingdom of heaven. He didn't understand that by giving up what he thought was valuable, he would be gaining an entirely new life. That's enough about them. What about you? Are you looking? Have you found the treasure yet? What will you be willing to give up?
지금까지 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드렸습니다. 언어와 문화의 장벽을 없애고 실시간 동시 통역이 제공되는 크로스포인트 주니어 처치의 주일 예배 시간은 오전 11시이며 교회에 대한 안내는 847-212-6775로 문의해 주시길 바랍니다.